McShay believes that in the second round, Kellen Mond from Texas A&M will go at 51 and Kyle Trask from Florida will go at 52. You, Mel, only have one quarterback going in the second round, and that's Davis Mills from Stanford. So completely different situations. I personally find Mills, Mel, to be one of the most intriguing prospects in this entire draft. For people who don't know who he is, he was the #1 quarterback recruit coming out of high school the year that he came out of the state of Georgia. He's only started 11 games. But Mel, is he someone's future, some team that doesn't need a quarterback immediately? Does he have a chance to become the best quarterback in this whole draft or one of them?
Well, I think it's a little rich in the second round for me, but I think that's where it's trending. And Davis Mills, the guy David Shaw had a very high opinion of. Saw David after the draft a few years ago, and I asked him about Davis Mills. If that, like, he's going to be really good now. And I think you look at 11 career starts only, but you're talking middle of the second round. Could Tampa Bay take him at the end of the first? I thought about it. I've heard people say maybe that could happen. So I do think it looks like Davis Mills will be the 6th quarterback taken. I will say this. I talked to people in the league, and they said, okay, it seems like the media is a little higher on Kellen Mond than Kyle Trask than some of us are. We'll see if that plays out. I don't talk to 32 teams, only talk to a few, but I think Kellen Mond and Kyle Trask maybe drop a little further. Keep in mind, Kirk Cousins went in the 4th round and Dak Prescott went in the 4th round. So the second round for those two, I think, is a little high.
Yeah, Russell Wilson went in the 3rd. I mean, there's a lot of good quarterbacks there. Super quickly, Mel, I made the prediction on the show the other day here. I think some team might trade back at the end of the first round, who could be anybody, trade back to the end of the first round to take Davis Mills. Could you see something like that? Because teams like that 5th year with a quarterback.
They could, and that was brought up. I almost gave him to Tampa Bay at the end of the first. Almost gave Tampa Bay a quarterback at the end of the second. Could have been Kyle Trask or Kellen Mond, but thought otherwise. So I'm with you. It's just a mixed opinion on a lot of the quarterbacks. I do think Davis Mills, though, is settling in to be the 6th quarterback off the board somewhere in round 2.
David Pollack, a lot of people watching this show have never seen Davis Mills play. Tell us about him.
I mean, just you talked about already, he was the #1 high school recruit back in 17, but big, tall kid, 6'4", 215 pounds. Sneaky athletic. He always wore a knee brace when he was at Stanford, so you didn't see the mobility, but you did when he ran his 40. He blazed his 40 at his pro day. So listen, big, strong, can make all the throws. Obviously, when you go to Stanford, you're smart. You know he can read defenses. You know he's running an offense that's going to have a ton of verbiage that can translate to the next level. So I think a guy like Pittsburgh Steelers, somebody like that needs a quarterback for the future, this is a guy that I would look to in the second round to start building my future for.
And so that's a guy for the future. Lewis, how about if you needed someone to play sooner than that? I'm thinking of Chicago or maybe some other teams that could be thinking about drafting a quarterback in this draft who might be able to play for them sooner than that. Which of the, once you get past the first 5, which of those do you think would you be taking if you were looking for someone to play quickly?
Yeah, look, I love Davis Mills. I didn't know what to expect when I turned on his tape, and I was blown away. I was watching him at like 2:30 in the morning, sitting there tweeting about it, going, who the hell is Davis Mills? And why don't I know about Davis Mills? Why am I all of a sudden now at 2:30 in the morning, being the loser I am, sitting up that late watching tape by myself? Why am I getting all excited about this guy? And it's simply because of the fact that everything that you see him do within Stanford's offense, again, you're seeing being done in the NFL on Sundays, and he's doing it at a very, very high level as far as working from under center, working from the gun, 3, 5, 7-step drops, rolling out left and right, throwing the ball with touch, with accuracy, with zip. And you know what? Last game of the year, they play UCLA, or later in the year, and they're losing this football game, and in large part it's because of Davis Mills. He had thrown a pick 6 in that game. He threw 3 interceptions. He came back and led them to a win in that game where he's just absolutely firing strikes, and I'm going, not only does he have athletic ability and does he have natural quarterbacking ability, but he has resilience and fortitude too. And anybody who's been coached by David Shaw in that system I'm a fan of automatically, right off the bat. So this guy, I believe, is someone who I think the NFL is hip to him, but I think the public in general, they better start getting hip to him because his name's going to be thrown around a lot.
I'm doubling down. He is going to be a first-round pick, end of round 1 this year, Davis Mills from Stanford. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.